Ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting.
Probably.
Maybe. Somebody must have been. We're here.
It's been a long time coming. Welcome, everyone.
To
Frog
all together.
Pod.
Episode 1. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to episode 1. We got a very special episode for you today. First episode. It's going to be better than any episode that we've ever had before. We're going to be discussing, in our first half of the show, we're going to be discussing charcuterie boards and cheese boards. As you can see, we got a lovely spread in front of us.
Yep.
That I'm sure Zoe would just love to get at.
After that, we're gonna play a little game. But first, I want to mention that our singer, Jackson Klas, he will be joining us via Zoom today.
He couldn't be here, so
So welcome, everybody.
we
Jackson.
we see him up over there. Jackson, say hi.
Oh,
You can,
hold on, I can't hear him all that well. I'll turn up the volume. That should be good. Anyways, continuing on.
we're gonna start by discussing our. Okay, first, we have a big thing that Ben and I discovered the other day. You guys know how we've been talking about charcuterie boards this whole time?
Right.
We may have been a little bit wrong about that. As it turns out, a charcuterie board needs to be solely focused on charcuterie, the cured meats. But what we've been talking about has mostly been aimed towards cheese boards, which the center is more around cheese. We've got right here a cheese and cracker board, some of the finest cheeses in Save On Foods.
We could have possibly mustered up for today. Very special occasion.
So I say we start before we dig into there. Let me just ask you this: how would you feel about discussing dream cheese / charcuterie boards?
Oh, I would love to.
Blake, do you want to go first?
Sure. What are we discussing?
Our dream cheese boards or charcuterie boards, the best spread you could possibly ever have.
I don't really know cheeses that well, but
But what do you like when you do have some cheese?
What do you yearn for?
What do you yearn for in your sleep? What do you stay up all night sleeping and dreaming about?
I like cheese.
Same. So your
Whatever
dream board,
cheese is right there.
Your cheese
That looks
board
pretty
consists of cheese. What else?
Crackers.
Cheese crackers. Strong. We're going
Strong start.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so-
no sorts of charcuterie. So Blake's got a 100% official cheese board.
So
not a
essentially
charcuterie
what we
board.
have here.
And whatever dip. Yeah,
Oh, some dip. We're missing
some dip.
Marinara sauce, perhaps.
Yeah. All right. Is that good? That's your dream
I think
charcuterie
so.
board. Some
Yeah.
dip, some cheese, and some crackers. I think that sounds wonderful. Me personally, I'm a big fan of some cheese. As you can see right here, we've got some brie. I'm a real big fan of brie. Some camembert, if there's no brie available.
Now, what's the difference between brie and camembert? I've never heard of camembert before.
They're very similar. I find camembert has a little bit more of a plastery taste. It's still good, but it's
Is that what you-
slightly more plastery.
Is that what you want in cheese, though?
No, that's why I prefer the brie.
I see, okay.
It's not plastery, but it's more plastery
I
than
see.
the brie.
Okay, understood.
I'm a real big fan of. I do definitely like some charcuterie on my charcuterie boards.
Right, yeah.
I like a combination. I like when you can't really tell if it's a charcuterie board or a cheese board.
Right, you find that sort of amalgamation of like almost cheese and charcuterie androgyny there.
Androgyny, yes.
Could that be used in that way?
Polyamory, one might say. Charcuterie polyamory.
Gastronomically ambiguous.
That's quite the sentence. I like when there's a little sweet bit, like some grapes.
Of course.
Before you get back in. I like when you can make a little sandwich. I also like those little pickles. You know the little pickled ones that you can put in your pocket? What are they called?
Oh, and they got little bumps on them.
Blake, do you know what they're called?
The what?
The little pickles that you put on a charcuterie board.
They're little tiny pickles.
Aren't they called pickles? I don't know.
There's a different name for them. I can't remember. You know what I mean. Yeah, honestly, if there's brie, I'm happy. Oh, I'm a really big fan of olives. We don't have any olives here. I just wish I could have all of them. Ben, how about you?
So, call me basic, call me simple, call me what you will. I'm not a fan of all these extravagant cheeses. Keep it to some...
Let me just ask you this.
Right.
Let me just ask you this. What are your thoughts on tapenade? I
don't
forgot
know
to
what that
mention
is.
tapenade. Imagine relish, but made out of olives.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
tapenade.
I'll start off with the cheeses.
As one does.
Give me some straight, like some Boursin.
Classic.
People say it different ways. That's the way I've been told.
I call it boring.
Good with almost every single item on the board. Boursin
Any
pairs
sort
with.
of mini sandwich that you could possibly want to make, you could add some boursin.
Boursin will be good on there. Any sort of crackers, any sort of
It's got to be the garlic. one
cured
for sure.
meats, totally.
Any charcuterie on a charcuterie board
Anything.
is pretty important.
So honestly, that's about the only cheese that I'm going to be taking off a charcuterie board.
Interesting choice.
Moving on to crackers, I'm a big fan. I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about here, but when there's those crackers that are like whole wheat, and they've got seeds and cranberries in them, and they're really thin. They almost look like
they
they're
look
part of
dark?
a loaf. Yeah, they're like
I know what you mean.
rainforest something. That's what they're called.
I'm a
Real
fan of
good.
those as
Them
well.
with some Boursin. Yeah.
Yeah.
The crackers shaped like tickets I'll also go for.
These fellas right here.
Not quite. They're a little longer.
Keep talking.
Yeah, and then some fruits. When we were playing a show, and we were at the residence, the Klas family manor, and we were up at their house, and we were playing a show for a party, and there was some excellent spreads, excellent boards.
Yes, I remember that was a lovely board.
Just about, I don't know, editing, Brandon, if you have a photo of the boards, maybe pull that up.
I'll pull that up right here. From the Klas family Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they had just about everything. You had some fruits on there. They had chocolate on there, which was a new one for me.
Oh yes.
Chocolate.
Again, going back to I like to be able to jump between different types of taste.
Okay. It's like a sensory reawakening for your mouth. This brie smells terrible. Don't spill your... Oh my god. How did that happen? Commercial break. We'll be right back.
We're back. Okay. Where were we? The sensory overload. So that's your dream cheese board.
I gotta say that's what it would primarily be consisting of, yeah.
Okay. Now we got a fancy little thing. We're gonna play a game, Blake. And
Oh wait, Jackson, what do you think?
Yeah. Oh, Jackson, what's your dream cheese board?
He's being a little quiet right now. Maybe he doesn't know.
He's quiet. He's just quiet sometimes.
Okay.
You sure it's okay? Okay, bud.
Okay, let's move on.
Moving on, we got a game to play. It's called Guess That Cheese. Who wants to go first?
I think
Blake should go
Blake should
first.
go
Sure, I'll go first.
As our esteemed drummer. Blake, open your.
Here comes the airplane.
Do you want to feed it to yourself?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that.
Crackling cheese.
What do you think?
What do we reckon?
What do we reckon the type of cheese is?
I don't really know cheeses, but blue cheese. One of the cheeses I know.
So that one is
Borson. Bum-ba-da-ba. Bow, bow, bow. I don't have a soundboard. We're gonna add that.
So no points quite yet.
No points given.
This is one of our
Finest cheeses.
more higher end cheeses.
Very high end.
Comes in its own wrapper.
The French call it le fromage.
There's cheese.
Oh, it's hard cheese.
You didn't get a lot of cheese in that bite.
Take another bite. More cheese in the next bite.
Wait.
Or you can
There's
just grab the
crackers.
cheese itself.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
Baby cheese.
What? Yeah, baby bell. What's it called?
Ding 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 ding. Blake has got a point. Okay. Blake, you can finish that off and then hand me the hat.
Okay.
Are you eating it?
I gotta finish my piece first.
Well, you went so
No.
doughy.
Before we get into your turn,
Yeah.
we should discuss the importance of cracker and cheese
No,
pearmint.
let's go. I don't like
Of cracker and cheese pearmint and how that will affect the experience in your mouth. Depending on what cracker. Cheese.
Just
Cheese.
give me a cheese,
Okay.
dude.
Okay.
No, not right there. Not some white cheddar. You can tell because
Ding.
of the way it is.
You sure can.
It's not.
It got on me.
Can I guess the brie? Is it too early to guess? Ben doesn't much like the brie.
Ew.
Now that is good.
I thought I could do it.
Yeah, it's some delicious cheese. Some brie.
It certainly is not.
I call it that again. Okay, Ben's turn.
I don't know if I want to turn.
You're gonna have a turn. It's gonna be real good. He's not gonna be able to guess this one.
That's gotta be some old fort aged white cheddar.
Real good guess and a correct one at that.
Okay.
Okay, we got one more for Ben.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Here we go. Open wide. Just.
Ah, you monster.
You said you didn't want the brie.
I'd take this over the brie, honestly.
Eat it then.
I'll digest
Eat it
some
then.
red. The
Thank
red.
you guys for joining us for that segment.
That's our segment.
Is that the first half of our show? We have more to do.
Oh,
Be
Zoe,
careful.
don't get off the computer.
I don't think we have anything else to discuss. Blake, are we missing anything?
No, I think we're good.
Jackson, we would have given you some cheese, but
You're not here.
obviously you were not here to have the cheese. Are we missing anything? Do you think?
I think that should be all for the
It
first segment of
appears
the
not.
show. We might just cut to a commercial break here now.
We will be back after a quick commercial break.
Warning! 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 Today's ad, I'd like to welcome you to the magic sauce bake. Today's started off with blueberry syrup, a little bit of this. Silk syrup. Another shade.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after second half of the show now.
Thank you for standing by.
Thank you for standing by during our little commercial break for I don't know, we didn't record it yet.
Actually, I have drum lessons in 3 minutes.
Where? What? Why didn't you?
3 minutes.
I gotta go.
Oh,
Okay, see
Blake has to go.
okay. Bye, Blake.
Um,
Why didn't you tell us?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, that should be fine, I guess, because we happen to have another guest coming on the show in just a few minutes. We have one of our very good friends, Johann Froushnitzel.
We go back.
We go back many years. He goes back more. He's a time traveler.
Yeah.
He goes back to every year. I'm not sure where he is. He was supposed to be here when we started filming, when we started recording.
So I guess we'll just wait on him.
Greetings.
Whoa. Johann.
Hello.
Speak of the devil.
That is me.
Welcome. It's been a long time, although for you, I'm sure it's been longer. Been about 1,000 years. I heard you were, where were you last? Right before you traveled to us.
I was fighting Genghis Khan.
Interesting. So Johann, I can't help but notice, but last time we had a little chat and did some time traveling. You did so while riding a tractor.
Yep.
What's happened to that tractor? How did you manage to travel through time?
Has technology improved, or has you...
The suit.
The suit jacket. How does it
Yes.
like, do you have to put something in to...
It knows.
You heard it here first, folks.
Just a little bit ominous. So yeah, Johann Froushnitzel is a world-renowned time traveler and inventor.
He's helped us out on a number of occasions.
Many a time. He's saved our lives a couple times. He has with him, to tell some stories, a couple of artifacts from
From
the
what
past,
we've heard, at least. Did
the
you
past
bring the
and future,
Did you
yes.
bring the artifacts?
Yes.
All right, what are we going to start with?
Oh God!
Oh, don't point that away.
Is there a
The
safe?
gun.
A gun. Now, you tell me, Johann, what time is that from?
I got it. United States.
Oh.
3 months from now.
Oh.
3 months.
3 months from
There's
now.
laser guns in 3 months.
3 months.
Yes.
What?
That's slightly terrifying, especially in the United States. Johann, is that what are the gun control laws like in the
Not
United
good.
States?
Not
good. Interesting. Any other? How did you manage to acquire that? Who did you take it from?
Elon Musk.
That makes me far more scared than I was before.
However, it makes the most sense out of any outcome.
It does, anyways. What else do you have for us? What other artifacts? I noticed you brought 3 more little bags over there. What have we got next? Oh my.
Oh, that's
That
pretty.
looks very shiny, very expensive.
That's a big diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Where might this one have come from?
The castle.
The castle.
Which castle? If I'm not mistaken, that looks like one of the crown jewels. Is that right?
Yes.
You stole one of the crown jewels.
Yes.
How did
That's-
you manage to do that?
Should we air this episode?
How
We
did you
apologize to all our UK and EU viewers.
How did you manage to acquire that? How did you steal it? What was your heist plan?
I impersonated a royal guard.
I guess.
How?
How are you convincing?
Don't talk.
I guess that makes sense. Aren't you a little short for a royal guard? Regardless, we have one more artifact. I look over.
Can I take a look at that actually?
Next artifact. Wow.
Wow, that is
No, if I'm not
quite
mistaken,
the goblet.
that is a goblet taken from King Arthur of the Round Table in the Castle of Camelot. Is that correct?
Yes.
Interesting. All right. Now, that's all you have for artifacts. Is that correct?
Yes.
Let me take a look at this. So what was King Arthur like?
He was good.
I heard that. Yeah. He pulled the sword from the stone, if I'm not mistaken. That's it for Johann. Everyone, give him a big old hand. There we go.
Here's a hand. Good to have you on the show, my friend.
Good to have you on the show. So sorry I couldn't keep Blake. Jackson, do you have anything to say to Johann? Any questions?
I don't know.
No, he's real quiet. He's been real quiet.
I don't know what's going
Jackson,
on
are
in him
you
today.
on mute or anything? So we should what? check the volume. Does this work?
Guys, is it working? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Oh.
you've been turned down the whole time.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, are you?
I've been so
shoot,
quiet
sorry.
the whole time.
Anyways, thank you very much for tuning into the very first episode of the Frogcast. I think it was the best one so far.
Probably the best one so far.
Gotta be the best one so far. Thank you very much, Johann, for joining us.
As
Jackson,
always.
much apologies. And Blake is off doing drumming lessons as of a couple minutes ago.
That's all we have for today.
Bye,
Suppose
Johann.
that's all we have for today. Stream this. It's on YouTube. Give it a like and a subscribe. Peace out, Frog Squad!